Mr. Clerk, how about ring the bell? Okay, members, I'm going to give you some names. We have some further actions that we can complete tonight. And the House is able to do just that by our rules. So I'm going to make sure that Representative Gaines is in the room. If you'll come down front, we'll get to it in a minute. You're fine where you are. Representative Todd Jones, Representative Mary Margaret Oliver, Representative McCullum, Representative Anderson, and Representative Seabaugh, and Representative New. Members, we have some important privileged resolutions that I want the members to pay attention to. Mr. Clerk, will you read the caption to a group of privileged resolutions?
Recognizing and honoring the life and legacy of Judge Reuben Green. Honoring the life and memory of Janelle Jarris Green. Honoring the life and memory of the Very Reverend Father George Shakuri Makhlouf. Honoring the cultural architects and sound innovators of Bankhead. Honoring Algebra Blessed. Honoring T.I. for his contribution to Bankhead, Atlanta, and global culture. Honoring the long-standing partnership between the province of Quebec and the state of Georgia. Recognizing April 5th, 2025 as Run Atlanta 5K Day. Recognizing the Rich Kids for their cultural contributions to Bankhead and 404 Day. Recognizing and commending Kendall Ray Johnson. Honoring Nancy Nell Spires Tarlano. Commending Cheryl P. Bell. Honoring King B on the Deck Records. Recognizing and commending Dr. Darlene William Roberts. Recognizing and commending Tolles Temple and Wright Inc. It's the 2025 Heart of the Community Business Award recipient. Recognizing and commending the 2025 award honors recipient Marquita Lavette Wright Davis. Recognizing and commending Carl Stokes upon his retirement as chairman of the Rabun County Republican Party. Recognizing and commending the 2025 Board of Governors Award recipient. Recognizing and commending the 2025 awards honor recipient Mimi Wheat. Commending Shira Harris, South Paulding High School's 2025 Teacher of the Year. Recognizing and commending Jerica Richardson. Commending Stephanie Ratcliffe, Chattooga County High School's 2025 Star Teacher. Recognizing and commending the 2025 awards honor recipient Stephanie Dean. Commending Jayla Rich, Chattooga County High School's 2025 Star Student. Commending Laura Bryant, Tryon High School's 2025 Star Teacher. Commending Jesse Blankenship, Tryon High School's 2025 Star Student. Recognizing and commending the 2025 Heart of the Community Young Heart Award recipient Sierra McKnight. Recognizing and commending the 2025 awards honor recipient Lynn Green. Commending Sarah Grace Abernathy, Modell High School's 2025 Star Student. Commending Roy Mitchell, Coosa High School's 2025 Star Teacher. Recognizing and commending the 2025 awards honor recipient Virginia Barrow Harmon. Commending Victoria Payne, Coosa High School's 2025 Star Student. Commending Rachel Jones, Modell High School's 2025 Star Teacher. Recognizing and commending the National Newspaper Publishers Association. Recognizing and commending Jackie Trim on the grand occasion of his retirement. Recognizing and commending Gloria Duberly upon the grand occasion of her retirement. Recognizing and commending the Savannah Tribune. Recognizing recognizing and commending Craig Coffey, recognizing and commending the 2025 awards honor recipient Dave Roberson, honoring the life and memory of Dixon Frederick Parker, commending Kimberly Seals Allers and recognizing April 11th, 2025 as Earth Day, honoring the life, leadership, and legacy of Gail Hirschung Evans and recognize her for her extraordinary contributions to journalism, civic life, and mentorship in Georgia, and for other purposes. That completes the reading of the privilege resolutions.
You done, Bill? Is there any objection to adopting the privileged resolutions? Hearing none, the resolutions are adopted. Okay, members, we're going to take up some final actions. All right. We still have some things to do, so let's pay attention. Representative Mary Margaret Oliver is recognized for a motion.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I move that the House agree to the Senate substitute the committee with a floor amendment. This has been on your desk for over an hour or two. It does not have an LC number, but it is marked on your desk 399/SCSFA, and I'm happy very briefly to explain the amendment and the changes that the Senate made.
Lady, we're going to let the clerk read the caption.
House Bill number 399 to be entitled an act to amend Article 1 of Chapter 7 of Title 44.
Continue, Mr. Clerk.
House Bill number 399 to be titled an act to amend Article 1 of Chapter 7 of Title 44 of the Official Code of Georgia annotated relating to landlords and tenants in general.
Representative Oliver is recognized to explain the Senate substitute.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise to agree to the Senate substitute to House Bill 399. This is final action by the House, does not require any further action by the Senate. The Senate committee passed 399, which relates, as you remember, to creating an opportunity for some accountability for the hedge funds and out-of-state investors who are purchasing large groups of single-family homes, particularly around the Atlanta and other cities of Georgia. They are purchasing 40% of the homes in my district, 65% in Paulding County, and it's changing the economy. This is a bill that's supported by both property owners and tenants and families seeking opportunities to buy a single-family home. Ask for your favorable consideration. The floor amendment was an opportunity to specifically define the way Georgia real estate brokers are entitled under the current law to provide property management services with specific family structures. That was the purpose of the floor amendment that was agreed upon. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I ask for favorable consideration for final action of House Bill 399.
The lady is yielded the well.
Questions?
You don't have any questions. The lady is yielded the well. On the lady's motion that the House agree to the Senate substitute to House Bill 399, all those in favor will vote yes. Those opposed will vote no. And Mr. Clerk, will you unlock the machines? Have all members voted? All members voted? If so, Mr. Clerk, will you lock the machines? On the lady's motion, the yeas are 159, the nays are 5, and the House has agreed to the Senate substitute to House Bill 299. For what purpose does Chairman Tarvin rise?
Parliamentary inquiry.
State your inquiry, sir.
Mr. Speaker, is it not true that we're still on video online at this time?
Thank you,
It
Mr.
may
Chairman.
be blue, but we're online at this time. Is that not true, Mr. Speaker?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. You're exactly right. So, members, we're going to pause for a minute,
He'll keep throwing it.
and we're going to bring some more to this chaos. We have 3 or 4 others that we're going to attend to. It could take 5 minutes. It could take 55 minutes. Your choice. You got it. All right, all you members, get in your seats. All members take seats. All members, if you have a seat on the floor of the House, you need to sit in it right now. If you don't, you need to go to the anteroom or out the front door. All members, take your seats, please. We have a couple of these final actions that will complete the work of this House on several important initiatives. If there are members on the floor that have company, take your company outside. Members, take your seats. Thank you, members. Representative Gaines is recognized for a motion.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I move that the House agree to the Senate amendment to House Bill 296.
Mr. Clerk, will you read the caption?
House Bill number 296 to be entitled an act to amend Article 2, Chapter 5 of Title 40 of the Official Code of Georgia annotated relating to the issuance, expiration, and renewal of driver's licenses.
Representative Gaines is recognized to explain his motion.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The underlying bill did not change at all related to mobile driver's licenses that this body overwhelmingly approved. Senate had a floor amendment that incorporated House Bill 66, which Chairman Ron Stevens carried, got over 170 votes in this chamber, that simply adds to the special modified rental vehicles, which the current motor coach TAVT code. It doesn't change the amount paid, but it does allow payment over a one-year period, Mr. Speaker, and I'll yield the will.
The gentleman has yielded the well. On the gentleman's motion that the House agree to the Senate amendment to House Bill 296, all those in favor will vote yes. All those opposed will vote no. And Mr. Clerk, will you unlock the machines? Have all members voted? All members voted. If everyone's in their seats, we can vote and get out of here. I think that's the good old common sense way to do it. Get in your seats and let's vote. Up or down? Have all members now voted? If so, Mr. Clerk, will you lock the machines? On the gentleman's motion, the yeas are 163, the nays are 3, and the House has agreed to the Senate amendment to House Bill 296. Chairman Todd Jones is recognized for a motion.
Mr. Speaker, thank you very much. Members of the House, I move that the House agrees to the Senate substitute of House Bill 652.
Mr. Clerk, will you read the caption?
House Bill 652 to be entitled an act to amend Article 1 of Chapter 9 of Title 48 of the Official Code of Georgia annotated related to motor fuel tax so as to provide for an exception for collection of motor fuel taxes relative to electricity delivered by certain electric vehicle charging stations.
The gentleman will explain his motion. This is how important the work we have left to do is this. This is a clear demonstration of it. The gentleman is recognized to explain his motion.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. This House voted overwhelmingly to support House Bill 652. The Senate made a small change in concert with the Commissioner of Agriculture and then also with our Transportation Chairman, Rick Jaspers, and myself. We effectively moved the effective date of the EV charging, taxation, and inspection from January 1, 2026 to January 1, 2027. That is simply the substitute that the Senate added on. I would appreciate your favorable consideration to the agree. Thank you so much. I yield the well.
The gentleman has no questions and he's yielded the well. On the gentleman's motion that the House agree to the Senate substitute to House Bill 652, all those in favor will vote yes. All those opposed will vote no. And Mr. Clerk, will you unlock the machines? Have all members voted? All members voted. If so, Mr. Clerk, will you lock the machines? On the gentleman's motion, the yeas are 163, the nays are 0, and the House has agreed to the Senate's substitute to House Bill 652. Representative McCollum is recognized for a motion.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I move that the House agree to the Senate substitute to HB 422.
Mr. Clerk, will you read the caption?
House Bill 422 to be entitled an act to amend Chapter 18 of Title 45 of the Official Code of Georgia annotated relating to employees' insurance and benefit plans so as required that the state employees' health benefit insurance plan include high deductible health plans.
Representative McCullum is recognized to explain the Senate substitute.
This bill was passed out of the House. This is a high deductible plan that actually gives the state authority to take out pre-tax benefits for high deductible. The only changes the Department of SHBP had asked to change on line 22 before January the 28th to implement the two plans. And then also the other change was on or before January 2026. The department asked to change that date before they implement the plan. I'd appreciate it if you'd vote yes on this bill. I stand for any questions, Mr.
The
Speaker.
gentleman has no questions.
I yield the well.
The gentleman's yielded the well. On the gentleman's motion that the House agree to the Senate substitute to House Bill 422. All those in favor will vote yes. All those opposed will vote no. And Mr. Clerk, will you unlock the machines? Have all members voted? All members voted? If so, Mr. Clerk, will you lock the machines? On the gentleman's motion, the yeas are 163, the nays are 0, and the House has agreed to the Senate substitute to House Bill 422. Representative Anderson is recognized for a motion.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I move that we agree to the Senate amendment to the House amendment to the Senate substitute of House Bill 155.
You're going to have to explain that one. I can't. The clerk will read the caption.
House Bill number 155 to be entitled an act to amend Article 7 of Chapter 36 and Title 36 of the Official Code of Georgia annotated relating to procedure for resolving annexation disputes.
Representative Anderson is recognized to explain the Senate amendment.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. We passed passed an amended version of the Senate substitute of House Bill 155 out of this chamber on Wednesday. The Senate then added an amendment today to the bill. The revised version of this bill will allow the 6 North Fulton cities by local resolution to opt out of the Fulton County Development Authority jurisdiction to offer property tax incentives. It's supported by the 6 cities and neutral to the county. And, Mr. Speaker, I ask for your favorable consideration. I yield the well.
Gentleman Scott has a question from Representative Sam Park, if he would yield. Representative Park has a question.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Chairman Anderson, is it not true that this Senate amendment includes language that was explicitly taken out by the House before with respect to Fulton County?
It's my understanding that this includes the language that came from the House that was originally in Senate Bill 151.
Thank you.
I yield the well.
Gentleman has no further questions. On the gentleman's motion that the House agree to the Senate amendment to the House amendment to the Senate substitute to House Bill 155. That was a mouthful. All those in favor will vote yes. Those opposed will vote no. And Mr. Clerk, will you unlock the machines? Have all members voted? For what purpose is Representative Roberts rise?
Parliamentary inquiry.
State your inquiry.
Isn't it true that HB 155 is a cleanup bill I've been trying to bring for 3 years and we're finally getting it through this time? Thank you.
Well, I'm glad we stayed open to get it done.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Have all members voted? If so, Mr. Clerk, will you lock the machines? On the gentleman's motion, the yeas are 117 and nays are 49, and the House has agreed to the Senate amendment to the House amendment to the Senate substitute of House Bill 155. 2 more, guys. Representative Seabaugh is recognized for a motion.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I make a motion to agree to the Senate substitute to House Bill 352.
Mr. Clerk, will you read the caption?
House Bill number 352 to be entitled an act to amend Code Section 159.4 of the Official Code of Georgia annotated relating to coverage for continuous glucose monitors.
Representative Seabaugh is recognized to explain the Senate substitute.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. This bill requires Medicaid to provide continuous glucose monitoring for new mothers diagnosed with gestational diabetes. It was unanimously passed. And the Senate added back the requirement listed on line 21 requiring at least one daily administration of insulin. That is the amendment, and I ask for your favorable consideration.
The gentleman has no questions.
Thank you. I yield the will.
He's yielded the will. On the gentleman's motion that the House agree to the Senate substitute to House Bill 352, all those in favor will vote yes. Those opposed will vote no. And Mr. Clerk, will you unlock the machines? Have all members voted? All members voted. If so, Mr. Clerk, will you lock the machines? On the gentleman's motion, the yeas are 163, the nays are 2, and the House has agreed to the Senate substitute to House Bill 352. Here's the one you've been looking for. Representative New is recognized for a motion. Give the lady your attention, please.
I move that the House agrees to the Senate substitution for HB 516.
Mr. Clerk, will you read the caption?
House Bill number 516 to be entitled an act to amend Code Section 50.14.1 of the Official Code of Georgia annotated relating to meetings open to the public, limitation on action to contest agency action, recording, notice of time and place.
Representative New is recognized to explain the Senate substitute.
The overview of House Bill 516, it passed the House. It allows county and regional library boards and community service boards to conduct meetings through teleconferencing. The new provisions made where meetings must be held at physical locations with at least 50% of the board members physically present, must provide one or more methods for public viewing of the meeting, and public commentary allowed without being physically present. In addition to the bill was the Attorney General can approve private activity bonds to fund construction or renovation of state charter school buildings. That is the bill. I ask for your favorable consideration. If there's no questions, I yield the well.
The lady has a couple of questions.
All right.
Will lady yield?
I yield.
Representative Evans to your left is recognized for a question.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Does the lady yield?
I will.
I have a question about Section 1, the part about the Attorney General approving bonds.
Yes.
Could you tell me who handles this process right now, and why are we having the Attorney General do it now?
Okay, so it doesn't take it away from anyone else. It's an elected authority or Board of Charter of Schools, and then we're just giving another option for charter schools to be able to be built or renovated.
Do you know the reason why we picked the Attorney General?
Because this was within his scope to do.
Will you yield for one more?
I will.
Was the process for having these bonds approved before? Is there some sort of backlog? Is there some sort of reason why we needed to add another person?
I do believe there is a backlog. That's what I was As I understand it, yes.
Could you tell me from where that comes from?
From the Cherokee County school system.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate the question.
The lady yield for a couple more questions.
One more question, sir.
Chairman Irwin, to your right, is recognized for a question.
Great. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Does the lady yield?
I will.
Is it not true this process allows charter schools to access funding for their buildings while ensuring public input and compliance with legal requirements?
Yes, sir. It sure does.
Thank you for this bill.
Thank you for the question. I will yield the well, sir. Thank you for your considerable consideration.
Ladies, yield to the well. On the lady's motion that the House agree to the Senate substitute the House Bill 516, all those in favor will vote yes. All those opposed will vote no. And Mr. Clerk, will you unlock the machines? Have all members voted? Have all members voted? If so, Mr. Clerk, will you lock the machines? On the lady's motion, the yeas are 94, the nays are 71. The House has agreed to the Senate substitute to House Bill 516. Thank you, members. For what purpose does the chairman of appropriations rise? Now, we passed your bill today.
Mr. Speaker, I need to make an inquiry.
A what?
Mr.
Where's
Speaker,
Tyrone?
in honor of our former colleague and friend, Mr. Speaker, I'm tired. And that's in honor of Sharon Beasley Teague.
I do miss my friend Cheryl Beasley Teague. She was a good one. She was a good one. Mr. Leader, we're not quite ready for that final motion, but I'm going to recognize the leader for a motion.
Mr. Speaker, I move that all bills and resolutions on the general calendar be recommitted to the committees from whence they came.
Is there objection? No objection is so ordered. This House is made up of gentlemen and ladies. And there are a lot of people who help us get our work done, so let's take just a minute and give them a thank you before we adjourn for the day. To the Speaker's office staff, our interns this year, Hannah Creedon, Wally Stover, Bethany Jones, thank you for your service. A lady that's come back to this house year after year, for session staff that sits out front and makes things go smoothly. Kim Aiken, thank you, Kim. Reviewing a lot of bills, a lot of hard work this year's externs, Catherine Brennan, Chris Mendelson, Morgan Fold, and Alex Rowe. Thank you for your work. Folks that I'm very close to and really appreciate their work is our security detail, Alex Kraling, Josh Chanufka, Heath Buffington, and my buddy Damascus Chambers. And one gentleman we got to celebrate with last week, the office staff in the Speaker's office. Chief of Staff, Terry England. Get well, brother. We love you. You're doing great. Interim Chief of Staff, Chris Riley. The indispensable Keith Williams and Haley Galau. The lady that enables me to do what I do, Kayla Green, communications in the house. The ladies and a gentleman that makes the House Speaker's office work, Sheena Wright, Ashley Newton, and Jacob Shield. Clerk of the House, Bill Riley. And all the staff, but especially Carrie and Scotty, thank you for what you two do every day, and we appreciate y'all. Doorkeeper extraordinaire and postal clerk, Corey Mulkey, and all the doorkeepers. All the doorkeepers. House photographers, Colleen Massey and Ben Massey. And some folks who make the Pages experience here unforgettable. Our house page ladies and all of our pages that have been here this year doing the hard work to make this place run. Thank you all. Let's give the page ladies the page desk. Another indispensable person, Angela Holland. Come out of that ante room, Angela Holland. You're the best, and thanks for what you do in providing all the refreshments and taking care of us. House offices, House Budget and Research Office, Director Christine Murdoch, and entire House Budget and Research Office. House Media Services Director and House Messenger, the one and only Betsy Thoreau, and the entire and all of our media people. Our House Legislative Assistants, thank you for what you do, not just during the session, but year-round. Temporary session staff, hey, it takes a lot of good folks to make this thing work. House interns, everyone that's been a part of this session. All right, let's get to the money, folks. Fiscal Office and staff, Fiscal Officer Amy Bottoms. Thank you, Amy. IT Department and Staff Director Clint Smith, Deputy Director David Underwood. Thank you guys for what y'all do. Office of Legislative Counsel, y'all been working them overtime lately. Legislative Counsel Betsy Howerton. Legislative and Congressional Reapportment Office and Staff Director Gina Wright. Thank you, Gina. Human Resources Officer, Director Donald Cronin, Alyssa Martin, our House Intern Director. Thank you to another special group of folks, the GBI, the Georgia State Patrol, our Capitol Police.
to be careful what he says.
Well, let me tell you this.
Hurry up.
I thought we'd make it to 12:01
Hurry up.
because tomorrow, April the 5th, is this lovely lady's birthday. Happy birthday. Thank you, Dale. Let's hear it, my friend. Turn Dexter on.
Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. That was it.
Thank you, Dexter.
Thanks to every member of this house. You're special people doing special work. Thank you. Look forward to seeing you over the interim and certainly back in January. Now we have some pages. Let our pages come down. Been with us all day. Let's celebrate our pages. Wow, what a great group. What a great group. Thank you, young people. The majority leader of this House is recognized for a motion.
Mr. Speaker, I move that this House stand adjourned, sine die.
On the motion, this House stands adjourned, sine die.